his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Cut. Take four.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they
rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers going to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Shifts past him at the 45. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
We got this. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Taken down. Back at his own 7. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they work this out past the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Cousins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
10, 58, 8, black. Here we go, team.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
14 yards. And the Vikings.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah.